Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me for another video here. This time I'm back with some action figures from S.H.Figuarts, more Dragon Ball Z in this case. This is full power Frieza. I got mine from Big Bad Toy Store. I think I originally paid $139, so a bit pricey. But again, I missed out on the original releases of a lot of these and just now getting to these. So it came in this outer carton. We're gonna get rid of that, but essentially you get the similar packaging to all the other Dragon Ball figures that I've gotten from S.H.Figuarts. Pretty cool there. Some the packaging, the action shots of the figure itself, and then here in the back we've got the actual product with all the different accessories and the different action poses. So certainly one I'm definitely looking forward to getting and adding it to the collection. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started here with Full Power Frieza, starting off with the accessories, with the more obvious one being the disc here. I believe it's called a Death Slicer. This is a piece of clear round plastic in pink. You've got a little nub here, or a slot that goes with one of the hands, but it's got a nice little detailing, almost like a serrated edge going all around. You do get two of these, so what you could do with this is you can attach it to the figure itself, and just trying to show you guys here. This is what I did essentially with one of the hands. You can attach it and he looks like he's sort of holding it at about to throw it, right? So you get two pairs of those hands that sort of look like that. So that's pretty cool there. And just one PSA about this accessory here. As I was taking it on and off the hand, I realized that it's meant to come off. So this little nub here, when I took the disc off the figure, the nub actually stayed on the hand, so I thought I broke it. So, but just something to keep in mind is that apparently this is meant to come off, so maybe they were thinking like, hey, this is gonna get stuck, and if you pull on it, it may break. So when I took the disc off, the nub here from the disc ended up staying on the hand, like you see, and I was left with something like this, and I was like, oh man, I just broke it. Then I realized that it looks like it's meant to come off. So essentially, once you get the little nub off the hand, you can put that aside, and then you could just put this right back in there. It takes a bit of force to get it back in, but it's not necessarily broken. Once you get it in there, it stays in place, and your disc is kind of back to the way it used to be. So just something to keep in mind. I thought I broke it, but then it's not. It's just meant to come off. So again, really cool that they thought of that. And then as we move on to the hands here, you guys could see you get 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of different hands. As I mentioned, you've got ones that could hold that Death Slicer effect. So you've got a little slot there, the hole for it. You got hands with fists. You got reaching out hands there, kind of grasping at things. You got this flat, like palm-like hands, and then these spread out palm-like hands as well. So you do get a good number of hands there. So again, that's pretty cool. You also do get an extra pair of feet. So you guys can see here, these are more kind of bent to sort of grab something there. You know, if maybe he wants to grab onto Goku's arm, that's something that you can use. And these you could just pull out. They've got a little hole in there for the tab to fit in. And then moving on to faces, you do get an extra face here for the Super Saiyan Son Goku, which I do have, and I'll show you that in a second. But you do get this extra face that's kind of all beat up here. It looks like he's getting punched. There on the left side of the cheek, you've got the mark, and of course you got the expression of sort of being punched there. So again, pretty cool. Kind of weird that they included this with Frieza. I mean, I get it, you know, but they probably should have included this with Goku himself. But hey, that's one way of getting it if you wanted this expression here. And lastly here, you do get 3 separate heads in addition to the one he comes with, so 4 in total. You've got one here where he's screaming, so you guys can see the expression there. All the heads are really well done. You've got that nice shiny purple dome on the top and this nice shiny purple paint, so those look pretty nice. You've got this other head here where he's kind of grimacing, you know, or shocked in a way. So again, pretty cool. And then you've got this other head here where he's kind of smiling. He's got that grin right in there. Definitely typical Frieza there. And again, the details on these heads are done pretty well. You've got, again, that nice purple. You've got this is one of those where you just pull the head on and off. So nothing too complicated there, but the heads, I think, are all pretty well done there. You can see some of the detailing on them. So nice. And now finally, let's have a look at full power Frieza here. And he looks pretty awesome. I thought he'd be a little taller. But he is a nice little chunky figure. I think he fits in line really well with the full Super Saiyan Goku that I have in my collection. So again, he does look pretty cool. The white on the muscles and everything, I think the paint's done really well. Definitely love the shiny purple that they've used there. I think it accents well off of the white, and little detail around here on the muscle structure you could see. I think they've done a really great job overall. You also, as I mentioned, you do get a tail here. So again, it's caught, I believe this was caught by Krillin, and then eventually it also ended up getting cut off by the Spirit Bomb when he was fighting Goku, I believe. So it's pretty much, I guess, canon, if you want to call it, to the show there. Love that big, huge back that they've added here. Of course, again, very reminiscent of the show. So pretty cool. I mean, the figure itself looks really nice. The white that they've used is not just all plain white. It's got like some little different hues of the white to show the muscle definition. The line work is there. Definitely looking really cool overall. And yeah, overall, I mean, this thing looks great. As far as articulation here with this guy, just bring him in a little closer. The head, you can move fully around. He can look down pretty well, but his chest kind of gets in the way. Kind of looking at his chest a bit. He can look up. You've got that additional joint on the neck. So not only can the head slightly turn, but then you can use that neck joint there to give you more articulation. You've got here articulation on the not just the shoulders, but the bicep in the front of the chest, so you can use that a bit to give you more arm articulation. You could turn this fully around. This guy, I mean, the biceps, they're so huge they kind of get in the way, but you've got that articulation there, makes them look really nice. Let's see here, you got bicep articulation here. So the shoulders kind of here, and then you've got the bicep, which you can use to fully turn around, and you could see some of the muscle definition looking really cool. You've got your elbow joints, which I guess this is double. This is more than 90. The bicep again kind of gets in the way. You've got your color there for the forearm, which looks really cool, and then you've got your wrist pegs, which is standard wrist pegs that you get with all these other figures. Like you can move them around, move them up and down. So pretty good articulation there. The chest region here, you guys can see a whole lot of additional detail on the pecs. The abs, you've got this nice little shiny purple piece there, and you've got a joint here on the upper section, so you can use this to again give you more versatility when posing. So again, that's really cool. This also then allows you to give you more of a postability when looking up. You will see a little bit of a gap there depending on how much you want to get this, but then also then allows you to look down probably about that much before that purple piece kind of gets in the way. And then that works in tandem with the waist, because there is an additional joint there in the waist that you could use. I don't think it would turn all the way around just because of the way that it's shaped, but you can use that again to do the whole looking up and down thing. And moving on down here to the upper section of the legs, you do get some range here, so you can move these legs in and out probably just about that much, and then back about that much. And then you've also can do a bit of a split here, just being real careful not to break anything, but probably about that much. And you can bring the legs in closer. There's also, it looks like there's one additional joint here. Then you can use this to fully turn the legs around if you wanted to face them that way for whatever reason, with maybe to help you with the posing. So that's there. Again, you could see the muscle definition there on full power Frieza, very fitting. Kick forward, and then you've got your double jointed knee here, which again, it's got some nice range. And then you move on down here to the ankles. Again, these you could replace because you get another set. These are more flat, and the set that I showed you earlier probably more for like action or grabbing poses if you wanted to, but you've got articulation here that helps you to move this up and down, and you can move this all around. It's on a ball joint. So again, I think you get some good range. And here's one action pose showing Frieza here throwing his death disc, or whatever you want to call it, death slicer. Switched out the hand, switched out the head as well. Didn't really have any issues with pulling things in and out, although putting the right hand that's holding the disc, for some reason that wrist joint took a lot of force to get in and out. So hopefully I don't run into any issues down the line. But you guys can see I also used this tail here to give him a bit of more support, because without the tail he'll fall back just because of the way the post is. But I'm glad they kind of do give you the option of that tail articulation to help with the posing. But you guys can see there, full power Frieza looking pretty menacing, about to throw that death disc at Goku and friends. And here's one more pose using the trusty flight stand, which again, I'm going to say, I think I say this with all my Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts reviews that I've done so far. I really wish I would include flight stands with these guys, but there we go. Here is full power Frieza. Kind of put him in a bit of a punching pose there, rushing, kind of a bit of a angle, almost looking down there. Maybe he's going at Goku. Right, full power punch there. Got the legs. I switched out the feet, which was relatively easy to put out, as I mentioned earlier. For some reason, this arm, the right arm, is giving me a bit of trouble when I pull out the arms, but it just may be my copy there. But you guys could see, of course, with all the different joints that this guy has, you can't put this guy in some, you know, really dynamic poses there. And here's another pose, a bit of a power pose there, floating. Switched out the head and both of the fists, kept the same feet there. And again, this guy looks pretty cool. There you guys again can see the whole muscle definition in this guy, definitely stretching out his skin there, looking pretty badass. That head, that smiling evil Frieza head there, again flexing, sort of flying around, showing everybody why he's full power Frieza. But there you go, looking really cool there. Lastly, just one random pose, have him, I guess, throwing a bit of a knee there, a Muay Thai knee at someone, a flying one. Switched out the head again to give him that more yelling expression, and kept the same fists. But again, loving the postability on this guy. I think he looks pretty cool there. Definitely looks like they pulled the look pretty well right off of the show there. But you guys could see him. Definitely very happy to have this guy added to the collection here. And before we move on to the full comparisons, just want to show you guys here. That's the face that comes with full power Frieza for the Super Saiyan Son Goku there. So if you want that face, you have to get this full power Frieza there. But it fits in, no issue. Again, same thing. You pull out the front of the hair there, put the new face in, and you get that expression of being punched right in the face, which then leads me into this next pose. And I tried my best to put these two guys sort of somewhat fighting. Frieza's kind of leaning a bit on Goku to sort of give that effect of being punched in the face there by Frieza. But I think it works out pretty well. You know, if you want to sort of have Goku here getting that work from Frieza there, that definitely works. You can see you can make it work with these stands there. So poor Goku, yeah, he definitely caught that one pretty much with that new look there in the face. Moving on to the comparisons here, let's start off just randomly with some Transformers. I just had Galvatron here sitting on a table, so I figure why not, let's throw him up there for a comparison now that you ever would do that. And then why not, here he is next to a Storm Collectibles Ryo Sakazaki from King of Fighters. So there you go, that's what he would look like next to those two. We'll move Galvatron here out of the way from Transformers. Why not bring in some Mega Man X? Here's True Force Mega Man next to Frieza. We'll move Ryo out and bring in S.H.Figuarts Raphael from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You guys could see there how the three of them look next to each other. Pretty cool, actually. All right, so we'll move Mega Man here out of the way. We'll get Raph out of here too. And then I guess just one last comparison. I had this Marvel Legends Death's Head here as well. I mean, I don't know that you'd ever, you know, put these two together for whatever reason, but maybe you do, and that's what they two will look like. Death's Head Marvel Legend next to the S.H.Figuarts Full Power Frieza. Move Death's Head out. And then moving on to the Dragon Ball comparisons. Here he is next to the Super Saiyan Son Goku. You guys can see them there. I'll give Frieza here some room. And then the Super Saiyan Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. So you guys can see the three of them there together. Looking pretty cool. Bring that in a bit. So let's move Vegeta out. We'll bring in his son Trunks. There you go. Boy from the Future, I believe that's called. We'll move him out. Bring in Saiyan Race on Earth, Goku. So you guys can see them there together, looking pretty cool. We'll move Goku out of the way. Bring in Piccolo. This is Superhero Piccolo. And we'll move Trunks out of here. And last, we have Gohan, also from Superhero. I think this is Ultimate Gohan. So there you go, guys. I think that's it for the comparisons. Let me know your thoughts. Alright, guys. So I think that's going to do it for me here with Full Power Frieza. Overall, I am pretty happy with it. Definitely love the articulation. Love the paint and the way he came out. Also love the fact that we get 3 additional heads and a couple of different options for the hands and even the feet. You also do get that additional face for the Super Saiyan Son Goku, so I guess that's a bit of a plus there. A bit of a minus on me would be probably the lack of a stand, but I don't know. I think at this point that's a bit of a nitpick on my part, but I do wish they would include flight stands with these guys or whatever have you. Just to add more value. I think these things, 65, 70 bucks or however much they are nowadays, it would be nice if they included some additional extras. Also definitely love the those death discs or what have you. Paint looks really nice as well, and as I said, the articulation is pretty on point. So yeah, definitely in for this guy. Glad to have him added to the Dragon Ball collection, and definitely looking forward to adding more as time goes on. But let me know your thoughts. Do you have this guy? Do you like him? Are you planning on perhaps getting him at some point? Yeah, let me know. Also, if you have any questions, anything I could help out with, always glad to help. But if you made it again to the end of the video, again, really appreciate your very valuable time. I will catch you in the next video. Take care.